Welcome to the voice of the industry, the Oil and Gas Review, with your host, M.L. Vines.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Gulf Coast Oil and Gas Review program this week. This is a weekly program that we'll be doing from now on. It's a seasonal situation where we're coming on once a week and we'll be filming. And we're inviting the operators throughout the state of Louisiana and throughout the Gulf Coast to get involved and to promote their industry. And today we have a special guest with us, one of my good friends, and it's just an honorable, Mr. Don Briggs, President of the Louisiana Oil and Gas Association. Don, welcome to have you on board.
Right, thank you. I appreciate you inviting me.
Yes.
I have to tell you, I commend you on the vision you have for a program like this. It's something, you know, that industry's talked about for many years and doing, and it just hadn't been done. So take someone like yourself to grab the bull by the horns and make it happen. So.
Well, we're excited about it, Don. We're excited, and it was such a pleasure to be able to sit down with you and to brainstorm and to work on this program. And it's such an honor to have a powerhouse like yourself to be a part of this.
Yeah, well, not a powerhouse.
Well, you've made things happen in the state of Louisiana for the oil and gas operators. And as an operator, I want to say thank you for what you've done in the state of Louisiana for our association.
I appreciate that.
And tell us a little bit about what's going on with the association.
Well, you know, LOGA used to be LIOGA, and of course the LOGA is an acronym for Louisiana Oil and Gas Association.
Right.
And we have 1,538 members today in our membership rolls. But our membership is made up of, you know, you don't have to necessarily be in the oil and gas business. It could be, you know, you can be in the production side, the E&P side. You can be someone that's in the real estate business. We have bankers, we have attorneys, and if you're impacted at all by the oil and gas industry, then you can be a member of our association. Well,
that's just about everybody in Louisiana, because the oil that flows through Louisiana, it's a main industry for our state, and of course through the Gulf Coast, from Houston all the way over to Mobile. And I believe you have members that are in Texas, Louisiana, and throughout operators that do business.
Our membership is scattered all over the United States.
Yes, sir. How long have you been president of the association, and tell us a little bit about the background?
Well, I started it in 1992 is when we opened the doors.
1992.
And really got started around 1991. There was some legislation being passed in Baton Rouge that was very upsetting to me, and I got involved in that. And so we ended up creating LIOGA, the Louisiana Independent Oil and Gas Association, and we just changed the name a couple of years ago to fight the issues. And what our main function is, we're an advocate for the industry.
Right, exactly.
And we do a lot of different things, but the most important thing we do is look at the legislation and rules and regulations that govern the industry so that we can operate here in the state of Louisiana as an industry environmentally friendly, but also in such a way that we can do business, and the companies want to come here.
And want to come here. You know, that's such a positive thing too, Don, because that's a lot of what this program is about, is to be able to have operators to come on and to share knowledge and to educate and to be able to learn from one another in our industry, a network of industry operators, both, as you said, upstream and downstream players throughout the state and throughout the region. And it's very important that we have a network to where we understand what's happening when the government steps in. And of course, like when Obama shut down the Gulf, you know. And there are things that we're still battling and will be battling. And but it's great to have an organization like yours that we can support and get behind and promote and support, because it is important that you have a voice when it comes to things like this. Otherwise, we all sit back and people just begin to legislate and change laws and move things, and you know, people aren't organized to go after that.
That's right.
So.
That's right. And and that's how we feel about it. And we work very hard to look at all the regulations and all the rules that govern our industry and what we can do to change it or make it better, incentive packages and different things like that.
Right. And you know, I guess one of the bottom lines to it is that when you're talking about impacting the economy, the oil industry in the state of Louisiana, of course Texas and Alabama also, it's a major industry, especially in Louisiana. And of course we're looking for American oil for America, you know, and that's a great promotion that I know the association is behind, is to keep drilling going on in the United States, and that's
right.
important. Your son, Gifford,
Yeah.
Vice President?
Yeah, he's vice president, and he handles all the legislative affairs and issues for
Right.
us, and he's doing a great job. You know, it's not very often. You know, a lot of people get to work with their
Right.
with their children, but I've truly have enjoyed working with this young man, and he's come a long ways.
It's great.
He's come a long ways.
Well, you know, Don, we're going to a break right now, but when we come back, we're going to talk about your son a little bit, and what he's involved in with the natural gas, and what's happening this Thursday, I believe, in Lafayette.
Right, great.
So we'll come back after this.
The Oil and Gas Review. We'll be right back.
At the Palace Casino Resort, we've got it all. Non-stop gaming action, fabulous food, luxury accommodations, and the Preserve Golf Club, our Jerry Pate Design Championship golf course. It's golf the way nature intended. For a limited time, you can stay with us for just $69. Plus, you'll receive up to $20 in slot credits and $20 in food credits. So come stay, play, and dine at the Palace Casino Resort. Visit our website or call for reservations.
High above the majestic Mississippi River rests the Briars Annabella Mansion. The Briars is the perfect place for a romantic getaway, but it offers so much more. Several of the Briars' 14 beautifully appointed rooms and suites have great views of the Mississippi. The Briars offers complete services for private parties, holiday gatherings, and other occasions. Visit the website at thebriarsbb.com or call toll-free 1-888-609-1127. For the Briars, Natchez, Mississippi.
Bursting with mouth-watering real fruit and refreshingly blended with creamy low-fat yogurt. McDonald's strawberry banana and wild berry smoothies are 100% pure sipping fun. The simple joy of real fruit smoothies.
At the Palace Casino Resort, we've got it all. Friendly service, non-stop gaming action, fabulous food at the Coast Premier Restaurant, Mignon's, luxury 4-diamond hotel accommodations, and the Preserve, our Jerry Pate Design Championship golf course. At the Palace Casino Resort in Biloxi, we've got everything covered. We know what it takes to be your favorite casino resort. So why play anywhere else?
Tangy with a twist. Refreshingly sweet. Together, they make every sip a unique experience. McCafe Frozen Strawberry Lemonade. The simple joy of a tasty combination.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Drop it. Taco Bell's massive $5 box. Remixed. Come on. Cheesy double beef burrito. Burrito Supreme. $5 box. Crunchy taco. And a medium soda. Taco Bell's massive $5 box. $5. Get it?
Welcome back. Again, our guest today is President Don Briggs with Louisiana Oil and Gas Association. It's great to have him on our show today. Looking forward to, in the future, being a guest host and coming in with some of his guests to interview on the show.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Don, the thing about the show is that we want to keep current events out in front and be able to educate the industry and to be able to go out and find out what's going on in the industry and let the people know, let the operators and the producers around the state know what's happening in this state.
Right.
And we certainly appreciate you being on, Don. It just
glad to.
You've done such a great job with your organization and moving it forward. And you know, without people like you, there's no telling what we'd be under, the type of regulations we'd be under today.
Mm-hmm.
But I do appreciate all the hard work you and your staff do over there
Yeah, thank
at
you very
Louisiana
much.
Oil and Gas.
Yeah.
The topic for the day is something that is new to the industry. Of course, there's so much change happening in the industry right now. But everything, the buzzword is natural gas.
That's it.
Don, what's happening in natural gas?
You know, with the almost a revolution of the lateral drilling and hydraulic fracturing,
Yes.
you know, we went from a country just 5 years ago that was going to import liquefied natural gas to meet the needs of our country to a country that is now going to export natural gas because we have such an abundance of it.
Right.
So we today have enough natural gas to fuel this country like we've never seen before, and which will help us move towards, you know, ending the dependence we have on foreign oil.
Right. I understand there's quite a bit of new technology coming out where they're able to take the actual natural gas and liquefy it to a liquid that we can actually ship all over the world. I understand that China is now buying a lot of our natural gas now.
That's correct.
Yeah. So now tell us what's happening in Lafayette next week, or this week. I believe it's on
this
Thursday.
week,
this Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this coming Thursday. There's Apache Corporation.
Great.
Is going to be opening up their first natural gas fueling plant station in Lafayette. Several years ago, just a couple of years ago, we met with the city officials in Lafayette, as well as Stephen Ferris, who's the president of Apache.
Okay.
And he came into Lafayette, and we had a great meeting and talked about bringing natural gas into Lafayette. Lafayette now has city buses that are run on natural gas.
Right.
They just put in this past year, and but they're going to have their own fueling station.
Right.
And but this is the fueling station that Apache is opening up. It'll be a fueling station for the general public.
For the general public.
That's
So
right.
as T-Boone has been preaching for a number of years.
That's been his deal.
It's been his deal, natural gas.
Right.
And of course, when you look at the 18-wheelers that are on the highway across America, just imagine what it would be like if we were able to place those vehicles on natural gas. And of course, this is something that the whole country is going to be looking at on Thursday, because is this not like the first actual station being placed in?
No, that's the first in Lafayette.
In Lafayette,
We have
okay.
some in Shreveport. We actually have some here in Baton Rouge.
Wonderful. Yeah.
And but it's the first one in Lafayette. And you know, several years ago we started doing the compressed natural gas.
Right.
And but that didn't go anywhere simply because we didn't have a big enough supply in the U.S. to handle it. But today we do.
We do, through the new technology and new developments that are happening.
Right.
And it'll be such a boost.
And the numbers work so good. I mean,
yeah.
You know, Logo, we have a Ford Expedition, okay,
Right.
that's on natural gas, and you know, natural gas sells at the station. I think Apache's going to open theirs at $1.79 a gallon.
A gallon.
So
yeah.
compared to $3.25 and $3.50
Right.
that you get at the, you know, for gasoline, it's a
Gasoline.
big difference. And so the prices work, and more vehicles are being converted, and
Right.
and you can buy kits to have that done. And the state a couple of years ago passed some legislation that will give you a tax credit. For instance, to put a compressed natural gas kit into a pickup truck, a Ford
Right.
450 or 150, whatever, and that will cost roughly $10,000, but the state will give you a $5,000 credit, okay,
Great.
tax credit on
To the
that.
state.
So the numbers work well, and we're very pleased with ours.
Well, that's great.
One of the big questions people always ask me, you know, what well, how does it run in the car? You know,
Right.
is it any different? Can you tell the difference? And you can't tell the difference. Okay.
So you have the same power that you had.
The same
yeah,
power.
sure.
Of course, these vehicles have natural gas and gasoline.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
they can switch over.
Switch over.
But you never even feel it when it switches over, and you can't
That's
tell
wonderful.
the difference in the performance. The mileage is the same, but of course, the natural gas being as clean burning, it is so much better for the vehicle and the engine parts, and consequently, we'll have much longer life with our vehicles.
With the
than we
vehicles,
have
the
on
cleaner,
gasoline.
yes.
Much cleaner.
Well, you know, Don, speaking about Louisiana impact, the impact that will have on the state will be tremendous.
It will be.
Tremendous economic impact for the state of Louisiana. And of course, natural gas being is depressed price-wise right now, hopefully it will be able to spur that somewhat.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we do, natural gas prices are far too low for
Yes,
us right now.
right,
You well know in the
right,
oil and gas business.
Right, right.
You know, right now we're getting what, $2.60, 70 cents
That's right.
an MCF, and that's very, very low. And we can't really drill wells at that
At
kind
that
of
price,
prices.
exactly. But I think working hand in hand together, it'll be a promotion in such a way that it'll help to spur new drilling in the state. And that, of course, will help from the landowner, mineral owner, all the way down.
Right.
All
Well, you
the
know,
way
in
down.
northwest Louisiana, we know in the last several years we've developed the Haynesville Shale that
Right.
everyone's heard about.
Yes.
It's the largest natural gas field in the entire country.
In the entire country.
And they estimate to be probably the 4th largest in the world. So we have an abundant supply of natural gas. And the
Wonderful.
gas that we're going to be burning in our vehicles here, you know, comes from Louisiana and produced here in Louisiana, which is a good thing.
Don, again, I want to thank you for being on the show today and look forward to having you back as our special guest host and many other guests that you'll bring to our show.
Thank you.
We're going to be moving into our next segment, which will be over in Lafayette. It'll be the Apache opening of the natural gas fueling station. So we look forward to seeing you there. Don, it's been a pleasure having you on this today of the program. We look forward to having you back, and I just appreciate you taking your time to come in. And I think next week we're having your son on.
Mm-hmm.
And so, boys, you keep that drilling rig running and keep that bit turning to the right and keep the oil moving. Till next week, we'll see you.